was an advantage for us. So thank you to the fans. Defensively, thought they did an unbelievable job controlling and dominating the line of scrimmage. Did a great job matching out guys on the back end. Played real ball tonight and just suffocating defense. It was fun to watch those guys. Special teams did a great job. They had created plays here in the early part of the season through the return game, and our guys did a great job. Paxton was awesome all night long, and our cover units too, and offensively did enough to score enough points to get a good win. So I'll open it up from there.
Eric in Austin.
What do you think of whatever here? Did he get a slaughter's play tonight? Move from safety to corner, set up, made some plays.
Yeah, he had trained that corner. Just with all the moving pieces that we had, he had been playing at safety. Thought he went over there and did a great job early on in the football game, and his versatility is big for us. Obviously, the health at the corner position, we haven't been healthy. Really feel like next week will be the healthiest we've been since the beginning of the season. Feel like we'll have an opportunity to have everybody back and playing at a really high level. So.
Jalen Wright continues to run the ball really, really well for you guys. What's kind of turned the corner for him, do you feel like?
First of all, he's been really consistent, practice habits, attitude, being intentional in the meeting room. And so all of those things allow him, he's still a young football player, to really grow in his just understanding of the game, what we're doing, how to press the run game. And he's become much more physical. He's playing with great pad level. His best football's still a long ways ahead of him. Really proud, though, here over the last month, just what he's done and the strides that he's taken. It's really important for us that his game continues to mature.
Wes?
Was there ever a point this week during a meeting or practice or anything where you thought the guys were peeking ahead a little bit or were not fully focused on this one?
No, these guys. The reason we found a way to be on the right side of it every week is because they've been focused. They prepare, they practice, and they get themselves ready emotionally and physically to go play hard once the ball is kicked off all week long. I thought we were very dialed in and locked into the process. Good teams get better throughout the season. This football team's got to continue to get better here as we get on the back half of the season.
Adam, then Rob.
So your team has been getting better. What are the chances that their best football is ahead? What indicates that to you?
It is still ahead. There's a lot of things that we can be cleaner at. Tonight, just red zone offense. There were a couple opportunities off of turnovers. We didn't, operate and function at the level that we're capable of. Doesn't mean all 11. Sometimes it's just one guy, but there's things that we can be cleaner in, and at times on defense and special teams, some of those same things. So it's a constant growth and evolution to who you are individually and collectively. I do like this football team because they do have good practice habits. You can tell that they care about each other and they're going to play hard for each other.
Coach, we ask you about Jalen Hyatt every week, but he keeps on scoring multiple touchdowns. I mean, how much at this point is scheme? How much is him? And what can you say about his production?
Well, scheme, yeah, there's some to putting him in position. It's him going and making plays. It's Hendon making plays. It's our offensive line protecting. At the end of the day, man, it's players, not coaches. And Jalen's done a great job, but it takes all those guys to do a great job for him to have the night that he has. He is playing at a really high level. His understanding of the game, playing with fundamentals and technique, just it's special, the run that he's had over the last 4 or 5 weeks in particular.
David and Jimmy?
Josh, they had that really nice second possession where they got Rodriguez going. What were y'all able to do just immediately after that? Because they essentially just had that one drive all night.
Yeah, it wasn't anything complete change schematically or anything. We misfit a couple of things. He got going, got to the second level, and that's an issue when he's got the ball in his hands. Misfit the touchdown run, came back and, started playing better, just all three levels of the defense fitting everything together. I thought in the football game, the penetration on the edge, but in the interior too, forced him to bounce some things and not get started.
Josh, your thoughts on how Tillman played coming back from the injury, and also Jalen McCullough, how you feel like he did?
Yeah, Cedric, I thought, did a great job during the course of the ball game with the opportunities that he had, but throughout the course of the night, handled everything really well. We kind of had him on a pitch count here in this first one. You know, he's had 2 weeks of really good practice at full speed where we felt comfortable. You know, he's been itching to play, and we just kind of felt like we wanted to make sure we made the right decision for him, long-term and short-term too, just as we go through this season. But you know, he's ready to play his best football, in my opinion. Did a great job. You know, he's you know, a leader on our defense, quarterback in some respects, just being able to get all 3 levels of the defense in sync, and it was awesome to have him, you know, back out there for us.
Patrick, then Mike.
Coach, you guys, seems like almost every game, every big game, right before halftime, make a sequence of plays, whether it's offense, defense, special teams, one side, getting some points there before the break. What goes into that? Is that just your mindset? Is that something you guys work on? And
Yeah, I think we missed an opportunity right before they got the football to him, am I right? Or I can't remember if we kicked a field goal or missed one. Or yeah, defensively, getting a stop was critical right there. I think it was, you know, maybe 28-6 at that point. That might not have been the exact score, but getting a stop for us, you know, because you have a quarterback that you trust with the ball in his hands, smart decision maker, you're able to be aggressive in some of those situations, and you know, we trust our offensive line too, and obviously able to hit a few things that got us into the end zone. Big wheel route to Jalen, I think, on that drive.
Josh, with Danico, what is it that allowed him to slide out to corner and do it so well? And do you anticipate that being somewhere he can stick now?
Yeah, I don't. You know, with everybody coming back for next week, we'll evaluate just, you know, where we're at and what the best rotation is. You know, you've seen us defensively. We're going to play a bunch of guys. I think that's important for us. But he does have versatility. He's cross-trained, you know, the entire time that we've been here, and you know, did a really nice job tonight.
Right.
Josh, when this offense gets in the red zone, what is it about the tempo and formations that you're able to use to have success down there?
At the end of the day, it still comes down to execution, and so when we're good in the red zone, it's because the quarterback's making good decisions. We're being physical up front. We're able to run the football effectively, make competitive one-on-one catches. The tempo can be an advantage for us, but you've seen us at times slow down and still execute too. So our guys are able to be flexible in what we're doing. And at the end of the day, when you're down there, decisions happen faster for your quarterback. You got to make competitive plays. Our skilled guys have been doing that, and we've been really physical up front.
Brent, then Joe.
Josh, over here, you guys has had some early season struggles on 3rd and long defensively. Had a hard time getting off the field in a couple of early games. Tonight, you just gave up 2 third-down conversions. What was the key to that, and how impressive is that for you to look at that stat line and see the defense be able to do that?
Yeah, that's important, right? That's the situation you want to be in defensively, a situation you got to take advantage of, get off the field. You guys could see it tonight. We were matching things out better and playing tight coverage, and then we were able to get to the quarterback too and make him uncomfortable, and you put all those things together, you're able to get off the football field. Technique, eye discipline, understanding of your schemes, all of those things have, you know, continued to grow for us, and you know, that's what good defenses but good teams do. They continue to get better, and there's still a lot of room for improvement for us, but proud of the effort tonight for sure.
Hey, Josh, what's your excitement level, anticipation level for the opportunity you had here going to Georgia?
Certainly going to be a big ball game, great football team. We're going to enjoy this one tonight. I think it's important that you enjoy the journey. You know, I told the players before the game, enjoy ball walk, enjoy running through the tee. You know, you've built this type of energy because of the way that you've worked and competed, and they'll enjoy it tonight, and players be ready when they get back on Monday, and staff will turn it around early tomorrow morning. We understand, really good football team we're getting ready to play, but these are the type of games you come to Tennessee because you want to be on this type of stage. You want to play in front of an audience that, you know, is going to be captivated by these 2 football teams.
Then Blake in the back middle.
Josh, why was the secondary able to take such a collective step forward tonight? Was there anything different, or just from what you see from them tonight?
Just growth, man. You know what I mean? Understanding what we're doing and continuing to evolve and grow and get better, and you know. has a couple different guys out there too that, have a little bit more experience in general, but, guys continue to play and grow and compete, and you put that together with what we did up front and applying pressure, you get a chance to get off the football field the way they did.
Josh, you guys are now 8-0, and next time you step on the field, number one spot in America will be on the line. Did you think you could turn this program around to this level as quickly as you have when you took the job? And if so, what gave you that belief?
Yeah, I don't know if, the first day that I took the job, I stood up here as I was getting introduced. This is what you envision, man. You start a journey that, you understand the type of team that you want to build, how you want to play, everybody together. But then you're in the nuts and bolts of just continuing to grow and compete and get better every day. And small decisions, affect the road. But like this group of individuals, this is the group of individuals that chose to stay. They want to be here. They've grown individually, just in who they are, what they're about, and how they compete every day. And collectively, you can see that they care about each other. And once you start having a group like that, man, you can cover a lot of ground really quickly as a football program. And obviously, we've taken some huge strides. Next week's another big test, but one we're looking forward to.
Chris on the right. Josh, when you guys create the kind of buzz you guys have on offense, sometimes I guess we all forget about complementary football. What role has your defense and its improvement played in that, in the way you guys have been able to play at the level you are right now?
Yeah, absolutely. Key stops, creating field position. You look at the turnovers tonight. It was short fields all night long, some of which offensively we didn't take advantage of. Field position. I thought special teams, Paxton did a great job, pinning them inside the 5 a couple of times. That's what good teams do. You start playing off of each other, and when one's struggling, the other one picks them up and give them a chance to get their feet on the ground too. And there's been times throughout the course of the year where that's happened, whether it's offense holding it together or defense holding it together at Pitt. Like, you just keep competing together. They care, they love each other, they have fun. It's a fun locker room to be in every day.
Jimmy.
Josh, the run defense has been really good most of the year. Do you attribute part of that to the second year in the system, or what are the things that you think have gone
Certainly understanding of scheme, understanding of eye discipline, fits, big part of it. Development of fundamentals, continued fundamentals from your front 4 to your second level to your third level, continued growth in tackling. Like, all of those things play off of each other and allow you to grow and play the type of run defense that we have.
Last question to Austin.
In that same kind of thought process, feels like you play a lot more players on defense. I know Rodney's playing a huge rotation on the defensive line, but even in the linebacker and in the secondary compared to a year ago, do you feel like you're just more fresh because of that?
Yeah, for sure. One of the strengths for us defensively is the ability to rotate and play a lot of guys and next man up, and that allows you to go out and play as hard as you possibly can. It allows you, late second quarter, second half to be fresh and to go compete and play hard. So absolutely, that's a huge part of us defensively compared to a year ago.
All right, thank you. We'll have players here.
Thanks, guys.